Hello, Palsy here. Today I want to give you a tip on an area that is often overlooked when you stretch and massage your face, and that would be your nose. So on your nose, there is a muscle called the nostril that runs through here, and on each side of the nose there's also there's several muscles that are actually running around here in that area. And generally, very often, this area gets very tight. It could be from this nostril being tight, and very often you need to take a look at, like I've talked about many times, the symmetry of your face first. And at first, when you're into the acute facial paralysis, so the flaccid paralysis stage, where you have absolutely no movement on one side, you want to look at the opposite side. So let's say this is paralyzed and that's not paralyzed. You want to look at the pull that these muscles might have. These might be so tight that you might look and see that your nose, when you look at yourself in the mirror, is being pulled toward this side. So that would be an area that you certainly want to stretch. So again, don't only look at the involved side, but also the non-paralyzed side. So a good thing to do would be, I guess, sticking your fingers in your nose and then stretching that area. And you're trying to stretch toward the midline to kind of regain some symmetry, and working on loosening those nostrils here, holding this for 30 seconds. I always like to use my other hand to kind of block the other side, and sometimes you can get a much better stretch doing that. So like this. Later on, when you start having more movement, your paralyzed side is also going to get tight, and you also want to perform these stretch bilaterally. So doing a lot of massage in this area, as well as stretches that include stretching from intraorally, massage and stretch intraorally to really get this area to release. One thing I like to use in that area that can be very helpful at night, for example, is using facial lift taping. And those are pretty small. They look like this, and they're on sale. You can find them on Amazon very easily. So if I'm gonna try to show you a stretch there, peeling one side and then going right on the edge of my nose here and holding this down so it's stuck, and then bringing it to pulling here. There we go, and pulling this out here. And it's a little bit tough to do on yourself, especially I don't have a mirror here. There we go. There's little arrows on the top there that flaps out. But anyway, to get a nice consistent stretch to that area, and what I would do is find the direction that you feel the most stretch in. This might be straight down, straight out, a little bit in diagonal. And if you put this on at night, you're gonna have a good 6 to 8 hours of stretch in that area, and that's something that could be really helpful in the long run in stretching this out. So don't think that the tape is gonna do all the work. Definitely spend time massaging and stretching, but you can certainly use tape. I know some people have had some success sometimes just to kind of open their nostrils as well, and which gives it a nice stretch, is using those breathe right strips when you have a cold. And basically what they do, they just kind of flare and stretch your nostrils out like this. So that could be helpful. That's something you might want to try. But check those facial lift tape that you can find online. They're pretty inexpensive. They come in bags of 100. So check that out. Tell me how, if that works for you. But yeah, once again, don't forget to stretch the nose. That is an important area that can really contribute into some long-term asymmetries if you don't fix that. So have a great day, and I will catch you later.